Chartographers.
You're listening to The Chartographers, Music Loving Podcast, Music Loving People. This is a really brief update, and the only reason why we want to do this right now, it is a very special occasion. The day that this episode posts, this is actually May 17th. It's a Wednesday, not our usual cycle there, but we felt it was important to very briefly mention, stop by, and celebrate the fact that as of today, this podcast premiered 1 year ago. And I thought that was a really goddamn cool thing that happened. And to celebrate the occasion, we did want to briefly bring back our dear friend, Jon Harvey.
Hey.
Most frequent guest who has no idea what's going on. We just brought him into the studio. He is confused and blinded. There are question marks all around.
I'm prepped. I'm prepped. I'm always in the zone.
You are. You're definitely in your zone.
Don't let me into my zone.
But briefly, because Jon Harvey has been on so many episodes and has also listened to so many episodes, while Taran and I can certainly bet, memories back and forth before we do our season 2 wrap-up. We were just curious, out of curiosity, Jon Harvey, we've been doing this for a year. We've had some, over 50 episodes for some 24 artists or whatever. What was your favorite episode to listen to? I was just curious about that. I don't mean to put you on the spot too.
I haven't gone back. I've only gone back to one of them, but I kind of think my favorite is the Madonna episode, even though I don't give a shit about Madonna.
Exactly.
I think if you're listening to this right now and haven't checked out Madonna, what I like about it, if you really don't like Madonna, you'll get a lot of shit talking about Madonna. you won't feel left out, because it kind of lets you in. I don't give a fuck. So by doing because of the formula, you kind of get in on it, where it's this is really dumb, it's really bad. So that by the time that you do get to the good Madonna albums, I found some tracks I'm oh, these are genuinely kind of cool.
Which was surprising. When you were chatting me that, I was just oh my god, really? And you're kind of, not that you're a Madonna fan or anything, but hey, Confessions on a Dance Floor.
And I still think that Jericho is one of the best guests we've ever
He's
had.
Just delightful. That's kind of my thing.
And he's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
It's just
I know.
And I think my 2 and 3, it's kind of a tie between probably. I really like the Beatles one only because nobody agrees on anything, and it's kind of amazing, which is why I was kind of glad to maybe soon be in a 4-person episode, just because.
It'll be your first 4-way you've been a part of. I know.
Because seeing Bobby and Bill just not agreeing on anything
Literally
at all
anything.
is kind of amazing.
It's kind of great. Actually.
I kind of really love seeing everybody's sheer disappointment and crushing their souls crushed because it's that's a band that all these bands generally have a strong attachment to, but especially the Beatles. It's kind of fuck you. You're gonna say Sgt. Pepper isn't the best album ever.
What are you thinking about, you asshole?
They're are you stupid? And you're
no, that's definitely true. The Beatles one is really fun. I was legitimately upset with Bobby for months after that episode. and I think that one and
Decemberist.
No, not Decemberist. I think Smashing Pumpkins also. We had some of our biggest arguments.
We had some pretty solid.
I also like the Zeppelin Cat one. That's a top 5 for me in terms of just sheer factoids. I'm a big fan of factoids.
I'm a huge fan.
You dropped a lot of factoids.
As much as you can throw it in there, Phil's a very well educated, concise guy. There was a lot of stuff that I hadn't known previously. That's kind of what I go for. Just I like the story.
Some people come for the facts. Some people come for the music. Some people come for the dumbass fuckery that we provide on a regularly. I would like to hope
that's
consistent
what
basis.
I'm best for.
Yeah.
For the most part.
The facts.
Jon Harvey's here for the facts.
Okay.
I'm here for the dumbass fuckery.
Charlie Heat version facts.
Charlie Heat version facts. Yeah, but also as we record this, again, I don't want this going too long. I don't want us to, but I do want to toast ourselves because actually the month we recorded this, the month previous, was actually our most listened to month on record. Mm-hmm. So clearly, You guys
You got the
are
MJ
listening.
and the
I
Talking
know.
Heads.
Honestly, if we were to talk about the MJ episode, might be one of my favorites.
That's a really
series
good
of
one,
episodes too, because our guest Will Hodge for that was insanely knowledgeable and also
Yeah, he
gave
was
as good as
really-
he took, and it was just very fun.
And
that
that was
one I
such
like
a
the-
civil discussion,
Yeah.
too.
Well, especially since I feel like myself and a lot of other, maybe many guests are like, fucking bad above Thriller? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I think it was a great argument, though. I can't totally deny the argument, even if I don't agree with it. Like, it was a good debate.
Yeah, like there's only been a couple reported instances of people like shutting off a podcast because they disagreed so hard.
Hey.
But there have been.
I mean, I understand what you're saying there. When he nominated Thriller, I was very surprised.
Yeah.
In the podcast, and then I guess I just understood what he was saying. I still don't necessarily know if I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, personally, I would put it higher just because, I mean, like, come on. But
Come on!
Bad has my favorite songs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Taran, looking back over 1 year, what's been one of your favorite episodes?
I do really love the Prince episode.
The Prince one is like one of the goofiest, too. Even though it's like pretty serious, I think at times, like, I think because like Prince is such a bizarre
I feel
guy.
like I was pretty fucked up for that one, so my emotions are just all over the place. Like, very goofy at some points, and then I get, like, I think the angriest I've ever been on mic.
Same here.
On mic.
Yeah, oh, and, of course, Janet. Janet is one of my favorite episodes. And Madonna.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Janet and Madonna is that those are like pop idols that I've always had a good familiarity with, but I love diving into these artists that like...
It gave me such a deeper appreciation for their art and for their contributions to just pop culture as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, those are ones where I'm like, just so happy I have that knowledge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, listen, that's it. The main thing we just want to do is just have a little brief howdy ho and just say thank you so much for listening. So,
Yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Right.
And it's just, the plays keep racking up.
It's stupid. I don't know what you guys see in us, but know that we appreciate it. And that's also why we wanted Jon Harvey. We wanted an outside opinion and a thought, and someone to be like, wow, you guys are still doing a podcast.
Wanted me to chart the chartographers.
We did want... At one point, he would, he rank it, worst to best. Jon Harvey, what's the worst happy hour minisode?
Yeah, once we get to like 50 artists, we'll have him do a full list.
Well, by the time we're done with season 3, we'd be at 45 artists, which is just crazy. I know. And listen, we will do a season 2 wrap up where we'll count down our favorite comic moments from this season and talk about next
we'll get a
season.
little
I
deeper into
don't
it.
think you mentioned your favorite episode.
Oh, wow.
That's my brain trying to think because...
I mean, it is.
What is your brain about to do a Miley Cyrus collaboration?
It's just a castle. It's just a castle. Goodness. I mean, honestly, my gut instinct is just saying Michael Jackson for that reason, just because we were coming back from a break, and between seasons 1 and 2, there was just this fear of we'd stopped doing it for a while,
right?
Getting back
we didn't
into
know
it
if we could
seemed
do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And now that we've been doing it, I feel like season 2 has just been every episode.
The quality has been higher consistently, but I feel like we hit that once we hit
Madonna. Yeah.
Once we hit Madonna,
Madonna's the
but
turning
just been
point.
honest, a stride.
My approach going in was kind of different because I just kind of liked Jericho's whole approach to the thing. There were certain things rules that I decided that I'm gonna abandon that because it's way more fun to do it.
Now, Jon Harvey, you realize some people listening to this episode right now might eventually, at some point in the future, be guests on the podcast, as our most frequent guest on the podcast. What advice would you have for people that would guest on the podcast?
Just get belligerent. Just everybody's opinion's wrong. It's not worth listening to. Your instincts are right. You were right the whole time. If they don't get with the program, it's on them. Yeah,
just punch them in the face. It's good audio. Good cracking sound in there.
That's the advice Bobby certainly goes.
Well, I mean, if you're talking to Bobby, yeah, just I just want to say that Sgt. Pepper's isn't a perfect album. Probably put it about number 6, and I think anybody who thinks it's higher probably doesn't know what they're talking about.
Wow.
No, I just wanted to, just to piss off anybody that's listening. Do I agree with that? Come fight me. We'll find out if I believe it or not.
Yeah.
Make fun of Evan's intros first thing off the bat.
Please
That's what you gotta do.
It's so hard not to.
I mean, exactly.
Don't worry about being rude. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
Listen.
Have you heard me? I'm a fucking ass.
We're drinking. We're gonna be a little rude sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't hold back.
I say while it is like there's a certain amount of politicization to like how you go about debating the albums, I think like there's some give and take, but you gotta plan around what's the one you're not giving and taking on. You may have to let stuff go earlier.
I think actually that is a key point though, because there are times where it's like, I will give you this now because I'm going to be fighting for X album like later on. Like exactly, it's just like, and the one thing I'd say, the one thing that we try and cultivate is we try to be fair about that too, because we're not going to like
we try to come up with like a compromise.
Because Taran and I have differing enough opinions that's not just like, you're wrong, we both agree you're wrong again and again and again.
Because I feel like early on we definitely did a lot more outvoting, whereas now we try to like figure something.
Yeah, now we do outvoting only if it comes to that. So.
I also kind of like the whole ranking in sections.
Well, it's just also because I feel like generally, even if we have different feelings about different albums, I feel like for the most part, people that come in will have an idea about this era or these couple albums or things like that. And then when you realize that, like, when you're ranking like 12 versus 10 or whatever, like, that's kind of arbitrary at the end of the day. But it's still like important because we still want to get it in order with the chartographers.
Right, but it's less important.
That's what we do, exactly. Once you get into that top 5, then it's like, oh, fighting like badgers, it's kind of great. Also, the Fighting Badgers, another band name for you there.
Nope, that's a Wisconsin sports team.
Oh, damn it.
It's taken.
I knew that.
They can keep it. They need something. They need something going for them. Yeah. You can edit that out. Not like people in Wisconsin are gonna listen to this.
You can edit a good amount of this out.
Let's just edit the whole podcast out.
Let's just not post this.
No, we need content. goddammit. We need people on our fucking Player FM network to know about things. Player FM voted us best pop podcast for January of some year.
Above all, remember, have fun, sport. Come on, champ.
That's your advice for other guests? Yeah.
Go out there, kill it, champ.
Oh. listen to fatherly Jon Harvey. He will pat you on the back. Yeah, talk to Jon Harvey before you come on here. He will give you the advice and a little sip of his Kool-Aid that, his mom made in the kitchen. They call it lemon drink down south.
What's happening?
Dude, can you edit this whole last 5 minutes out?
I think this is the content.
We gotta wrap this up quick.
Anywho, it's been a year, and thank you for listening, and we hope to maybe catch you at this time next year. And it's not going to be anywhere near how coherent, but I appreciate it.
Okay, take 2. Action.
Alright, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you on the flip side.